Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know you guys are waiting for the finale of the Duncan Romper series, but it is Valentine's Day and I think we should do something special. There was a time in which I streamed on Valentine's Day and I found a really special game to play to celebrate, and I thought it'd be a great moment, since it's Valentine's Day once again, to share it with you. So here we are. Here we are. We have I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. It's free on Steam, so I was like, why not? Why not spend a little time playing a little dating sim today, you know? Hey John, how's it going? Do you like my new idea? It's like, happy Valentine's Day. Let's play a dating simulator. Let's get going, you know? I know, I thought it'd be like a nice change of pace. I haven't played this before. When it was first released, I saw a whole bunch of YouTubers kind of like play it for a little bit with its like, I don't know, they did almost like a little joking review about when they eat KFC. Yeah. It seems like a good idea to me. Like, man, they took some time with the artwork as well. Like, Colonel Sanders, he does not look old, but he still has that sort of aesthetic. Like, I don't know. Let's just have fun today. It's a Sunday anyway. It's a relaxing day, you know? Oh, it's a sad day for you. But, you know, it's just going to be our wine day. And what better way to do it than to try to hit up Mr. Colonel Sanders, hey? I live in Kentucky and Colonel Sanders is my guy. Mate, you're going to love this then. We're gonna woo your man. Oh, okay. We're gonna woo him totally. Tell us your name. We are Darwin. We are the little monster. Oh my god, look. They took time with his chicken drawings as well. Wow. Wow. Look at it. I might turn the music up a bit more so we have some more like ambient KFC goodness. You vibing? Okay. I find this so cute. It's like the little chicken poster as well. I feel like there's going to be like 101 KFC references. My day is good. Tomorrow is Valentine's for me. Well, we're getting in early. We're getting in early for you. We're celebrating Valentine's a little early for you, but for me, it's just right, you know? But yeah, I feel like this like red and white stripe theme is gonna be like prevalent everywhere. Just like the little chippy packets you get. Okay. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Or, wait, what's this? Ah, okay. That's the setting bar. Okay. We're getting this together, you know. First dating sim, we'll admit, but you know, how hard can it be? How hard can it be? It looks a lot like Duncan Romper right now with the visual novel type aesthetic. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Who has a fucking chicken alarm? Who has a chicken alarm? Or you could wake up now. Now. Your first day of culinary skill. It's no time to sleep in. Smack the clock, up and at 'em. Through the clock yellow window, Sam Berfreda. Nah, let's get up and at 'em. We've got Colonel to meet. We've got to get there straight away. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking Skill Academy for Learning. Oh yeah. Your mind begins to wonder, is Colonel going to be a student or a lecturer? Or are we going to get some of that like student-teacher taboo going as well? That'd be interesting. I don't know. Okay. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. Allow yourself to daydream for a bit, thinking about the future. Now, let's daydream. It's here finally. Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare. So many students to meet. Okay. Okay. Colonel's gonna be a student. He has to be a student. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. That's a biscuit? That looks more like a friggin' scone. How is that a biscuit? I'm so confused. That's a scone. Okay. Delicious. Just what you need to wake up those taste buds. Is this supposed to be like a KFC item in the States? Okay. I don't know. I have not seen a biscuit look like that before. Just putting it out there. Yikes. You're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Okay, we probably chose the wrong choice there. Daydreaming was not a good choice. I just raped my ears with that music. Actually, now it has music, I can kind of gauge where it's at. Okay. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent uni of cutlery school. Academy for Learning. Okay. Here comes your lifelong best friend, Miriam. Recipe for chicken at KFC is basically 11 herbs and spices. Isn't it like 12? Wait. Yeah, 11. Is it 11 secret herbs and spices or 12 secret herbs and spices? I have no fucking idea anymore. I've forgotten their catchphrase. How does one simply forget KFC's catchphrase? That is not a thing. That is not a thing. Okay. How many herbs KFC? Herbs and spices. I thought it was more than 11. Oh, it is 11 secret herbs and spices. Damn, okay. I thought there was more. Okay, I thought there was more. Surely, okay. And that biscuit that looked like here in America. What biscuit that? Finger looking good. Wow, I've never seen a biscuit like that. KFC does not sell biscuits, so I don't know what sort of KFC here anyway does not sell biscuits. I am mind blown. Okay, but we have a best friend though, Miriam. Aww, she's so adorable. Okay, I feel like in this dating sim, you probably only have one option, and that is Mr. Colonel. Okay, she's the most adorable, awkward person you've ever met. You absolutely love her for it. She does look a bit awkward. Good morning, Darwin. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Fuck. That sums up uni really well. It's like, this is it forever, you know. Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot of nervous. I think I see a lot of myself in her. She is our favorite character for now. It's just that this morning I made a breakfast for myself, but well then I ate it and I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Oh, her little tears. Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she always held herself at a very high standard. People like that. Like when they follow their parents' footsteps, they have so much like unnecessary like stress and strain on themselves because they think they have to be perfect. It makes me feel bad. Oh, poor little girl. You'll be okay. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Yeah. What if she steals the Colonel from us? What if he likes how like much love she puts in her food and she steals him away? Oh no. Oh no. What was the University of Cooking Skill Academy for Learning famous 3-day only semesters? What the fuck? 3 days. We only have 3 days to woo this man. 3 days. Okay. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catch up. Ooh, sweet girl, Miriam, has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh, okay. Should you pep talk her or train? Nah, we're gonna pep talk her. We're gonna pump her up. She can do this, but she ain't gonna be that good. She'll steal our boy. I know Colonel Sanders' wife has a restaurant, and it's still open in the Shelby. He had a... Well, of course he would have had a wife. He's a human, I suppose. Wow, okay. So they were both chefs as well. That's interesting. I have no historical knowledge on KFC or Colonel Sanders. I know that the recipe has been changed over time because it's gotten more mainstream, got to be quicker to make. So the chicken we don't eat anymore, the chicken we eat isn't the original chicken that he cooked kind of thing. The recipe's just, it's different. That's the only fun fact I know. I also know in Japan, they have KFC for Christmas dinner. That's a tradition they have over there, which I think is a little bit weird, but every country has their traditions. And why not eat KFC? Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares. I've been trying to forget. Oh fuck, this is not a good pep talk. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember the card with the fancy looking tower and the other cards featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Remember the handsome boy. I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow to call my... Oh, she better not take Colonel Sanders. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. I'm predicting a sneaky steal coming from her. She might get it. I like KFC. I go there rare occasions. Yeah, I like KFC too. I don't go there too often though because it's still fast food. Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't go there often enough because when I'm drunk, I always go to Macca's. But I can't go to Macca's sober. I can't eat Macca's sober. So Macca's is purely my drunk food. So when I actually want fast food, I usually end up at KFC, I don't know if that's I don't know, weird or anything. But as you took Miriam up, you can feel her nerves beginning to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Yeah, killer hairstyle. Can you believe I cut them myself? I can. They're looking a little choppy. Chicken is good, and the biscuits there is good. Gravy is good there. What? Why do they sell biscuits? What is a biscuit? It really looked like a scone. And why would they be selling scone-like biscuits? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. That's just a bit too much for me. You can definitely believe it. Yeah. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. What sort of cooking nerd are we to have custom engraved measuring spoons? What sort of nerdy chef are we? Hey! Ooh, it's Ashley? Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Okay, rival number 2. Hello, Ashley. Why the fuck is there an E in Ashley? Ooh, she has little chicken cutouts on her tights though. That's so cute. I like that. I really like that. That's the good little details I like. Good little details. It's kind of part of Southern food with foods there. Okay. Biscuits are weird. Your biscuits are weird. Just saying. That's just what I'm getting from it. Your biscuits are weird. Our KFC only has chicken and burgers. That's it. Easy. Chicken and burgers. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Darwin's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Nah, my shins have fucking little indents in them from like all the years I played hockey. Too many hockey balls to the shins because I never wore shin pads. I only did when I had to, which is very bad. Very bad. Oh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she's adding an extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Yeah, okay. It is actually Ashley. It's spelled so weird. Like, especially this fucking E. What is that E doing there? Like, the rest of it, like Lee, that makes sense. There's 2 ways to spell Lee. Actually, there's so many ways to spell Lee. But that E. Now, if anyone here knows what perfections looks like, it's us. That in itself sounds a little off-putting. We're not gonna let you and your weird insult get to us. Yeah, that's right. Across the quad you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. A man has good glutes. The man has good glutes. Van. I don't know who the CEO or founder of KFC is now, but my guess is one of his kids or grandkids. It'd be interesting to see if they actually kept KFC as like in the family. I don't know if they would have though, because like if you make a chicken empire, what are the chances that your kids would want to take on that chicken empire? Like if my dad had a chicken empire, I'd probably be done with chickens and wouldn't want the chickens. Oh, look at him. Mr. Van. You rang. Oh my god. Oh no. That hairstyle. Oh, he's a JoJo's man for sure. He's watched too much JoJo's and he's taken on the exercise. Yeah, that's all I can say. He's a JoJo's man through and through. Van, JoJo's. Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Oh, I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would allow people like you to attend as students. Why not? If they can cook, you know. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. It's only a 3-day course, so you're going to get that diploma soon enough. Or maybe hire us as professors? You amateurs could learn a lot from us. On the first day of school, with the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell those two off. So you resist the urge. Okay. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. What the fuck is this? It's a child! As you approach the door, you see a goofy looking kid pushing hard against the window, directly next to it. Off. Is he the comedy relief? Oh, dirty as well. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. It's a pull, not a push. That should do the trick. I love you. Oh no. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Oof, he's just a little awkward for me. Could someone like this be a student at the school? He must have been one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but you guess he's reading it upside down. Oh my god. Hi Pop, I'm Darwin, so... Are you going to make me hold the door all day? Oh, that's me. Nope. And with that, the young man walked into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Oh no, Miriam! Oh, okay. If that's going to be Miriam's man, at least she ain't going to steal the Colonel, you know? I think it's just you. Both of you shrugged your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Okay. I wonder who this dude is. Is he of importance? This is a Pythagoras theorem. Chicken. Yes, that's all we need to know. Just more chicken drawings on the board, please. We need more chicken drawings. Oh, a scruffy looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable! Now, quieten down, everyone. His name's Sprinkles. Oh, Lord. Where's this podium in front of the classroom? I did not see this earlier. Who's this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our cutlery school? Oh, she has to do all the poses. What? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Okay. And we have a little dog CEO. That's cute. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Woof, I say. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Maybe. I feel like if I had a dog professor, I would not have paid anywhere near as much attention. Like, I would have just been looking at the dog and not listening to the dog. That's all it would have been. Out of nowhere, wind began to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals filled the air inside the classroom. Oh, he has to make a dramatic entrance. This is what it is. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Oh, look at him. Look at that jawline. Look at him. You immediately swept up in the awe of the new student and his remarkable goatee. Yeah, it's alright, I suppose. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Wow, it's so dramatic. I love it. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Wait, his name's Harland? Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he finishes his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Okay. Colonel Sanders, there's my guy. There's your man. There's your guy. The one and only. Look at him in all of his glory. Oh. That's an unusual place to have a pocket, but I could kind of see it because you'll be like, whew, pen. Colonel Sanders. Oh. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Where will he sit? Who does he choose to bless? Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone's looking at you, and they're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe you should open the window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle that evaporates entirely. Oh no! Hold on just a second. No one talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is all with the weird insults? Besides, when Darwin sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Oh, I'm shimmering, aren't I? Oh, okay. We only have one option. Okay, you turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Oh, is he going to give me a napkin to just take our sweat away? Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Oh, there's the references in Kentucky. That's where he started his empire. It's called Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC for short. Yeah, that's how it all started. I kind of know where the name came from. Please, use my handkerchief. Oh, look at him. Oh, you freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. I think we're imagining the whole kiss blowing thing happening. I don't think he blows us a kiss, but That's okay. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. But he's a true gentleman. That's what's happening. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? I hope you have a beautiful day. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Penguin Soldier 97. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day too. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, thank you for the cheer. A cheer for you as well. Pengu, Pengu. Ah, that's so sweet. Ah! Oh, Yosef. Oh, too sweet. Thank you for the subscription. Happy V-Day, everyone. Yes, happy V-Day to all. Happy V-Day. Oh my fucking Lord, no. What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, what the Woo. Woo. Thank you. I can't. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you. I can't. My recent subscriber thing has finally started working. Ah! I've broken my computer, guys. Oh, Pengu, you have broken my computer. I can't deal with this. Okay, we'll get rid of that. It's bugged out a bit. Okay. Well, my man. Thank you greatly. You're clearly in a good mood. You're clearly having a great Sunday. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, we'll never forget this moment, just like Colonel Sanders will never forget us sweating at the sight of him, his glorious being. I'm sorry for breaking it. It just couldn't deal with it all. Okay. We're gonna take his handkerchief. We're gonna take the handkerchief. He's being a gentleman, so we're taking it. Thanks for the early Valentine's gift. Yes. Yeah. You're sharing the love. Look at that. Trying to say, all good, mate. Ah. You stretch out your hand. You're a giver. Oh. You're a giver. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. Oh. He only has the top quality handkerchiefs, doesn't he? It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent and it has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Okay, so we're just essentially just rubbing chicken scent on us. I think that smells better than sweat, I suppose. In Kentucky, we kind of treated him like he was some sort of king or something. Bruh, he would have done like amazing things for the economy. He's being treated like a god here too. Look at him. Professor Dog steps to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Okay, ground rule 1. No fangirling over Colonel Sanders. That surely is it. Welcome to the University of Cooking Skill, Academy for Learning. The greatest culinary academy in the world. Okay. The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you, and there will be tears, there will be blood, there will be even really adorable tiny food. Okay. A tiny adorable food is definitely one of the challenges. Okay, we got this. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Okay. We'll be knocking bitches down so we can have Colonel all to ourselves. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Okay. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone has a good summer. I really miss... Who is he? He looks so bland compared to everyone else. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue You're on a fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Colonel Sanders used to work in a hotel before he became famous as a KFC chicken founder. Bruh, you know all the facts today. This is your hometown legend, I suppose. You've got this. Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher. But we've just arrived. Has he failed that many times? Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Oh, Sprinkles is mad. We've gotten our little doggy, Professor Mad. Okay, let's begin the lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Okay, no more daydreaming in the morning. We've got to be there on time. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town with its tiny wheels. We turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring to. He appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Okay, no discrimination here. Oh my fucking god. It's kind of cute, I suppose. The class bursts into laughter. What the fuck? He even has a little cute chef hat on. I guess I know since I live in Kentucky all my life. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'd be a part of just normal history class, eh? Oh, Clank, you rascal. Okay, Clank is the little boy. Okay. Sprinkle walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Oh, all he'll be smelling is that chicken we've just rubbed on our face. So, he should be impressed. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Oh, you've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart and tough is well known. Okay, it's well known, but apparently we just didn't expect a dog. Penguin Soldier, thank you so much. Two of my favorite streamers can accept subs. I was staring at my hair trying to decide who to rent, but you made it for me. Now I can sub to both of them. Penguin Soldier, he's coming today and he was just like, it's Valentine's Day. Let's spread some love. He's the MVP of today. MVP Penguin Soldier. Yes, that's it. Good on him. Okay. You decide to try and butter him out by giving him a treat in your pocket, but what kind? Oh, beef treat, rubbable, or chicken snack? Or I think a rubbable would be an insult because he's a professional right now. Okay, it's KFC, so chicken snack must be the best one. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Okay, it had to be the right choice. His favorite. See, okay, we just need to think on like, what's the biggest KFC reference, and we should nail this. Also, Darwin appears to have done her hair to meet the handsome boy. It's just Ninny cuts. Oh, well, you know, you've got to look good for Colonel Sanders, you know? We've only got one chance to impress him. And right now, the only thing he remembers is us sweating and having to give up his favorite handkerchief for us. Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student. Oh, look at us go. The fairy professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Fuck. Now we're going to use a handkerchief for the dog drool as well. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learnt the importance of carrying a range of dog treats flavors on them at all times. Bruh, I don't think that would help me, I suppose, if I had a bunch of dog treats in my pocket at all times. I feel like I'd just make a lot of dog friends, but not really advance in like my career or anything. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Oof, okay. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Okay, one has to be next to Colonel Sanders. One has to be next to Colonel Sanders. Carrying a variety of dog treats is what they teach you in elementary school. Fuck, okay, I clearly was sick that day. I must have been sick that day. Fuck, whoops. Oh no, oh no. Our best friend or Colonel? Oh shit, oh no. It seems no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. She will forgive us. She will forgive us, surely. Surely, surely, surely. Surely. We're here for one reason only. Our friend would understand. You moved to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off the seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Okay, maybe we can share pens as well. Maybe that's how we slide in. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it to the best you can. It's the only way you can ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Ooh. Sit by him. Yes, we made the right decision, guys. That's so inspiring. Thank you, Colonel. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you're settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Okay, we got this. The answer's chicken. Yay. A quiz about me. No, Pop, no. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for the life at culinary school. Oh, okay. Okay, we got this. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Wow, that's just like every maths question ever. If John has 6 apples and Tom has 4 oranges, what is the diameter of the sun? That's pretty much it. Okay, meh, depends, extremely. Looking at you, Pop, doesn't matter. Nah, extremely important. That's right. Okay, extremely. Yeah, we got this. Forest is to tree, chicken is to slam dunk. Nah, it's feather. It'll be feather. Yeah, that's right. Slam dunk would have been good though. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized, a meat tenderizer, a spork. They mentioned spork before, so it has to be spork. That's right, it's a spoon and a fork in one. Yeah! Okay, what food is best for broken hearts? Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. I can agree with that. Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. I reckon a pancake with a silly face would cheer me up, but I think as long as it's prepared with love. Prepared with love. Yeah. Okay. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes. Oh. Yes, or he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. Okay, we're gonna give it to him. He's best boy. Look at him. Look at little Sprinkles. He's best boy. That's right. Our professor's best boy. Of course he is. We've got this. Perfect score. Oh, perfect score. Now, hopefully that's impressed Mr. Colonel. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? No. I'm just queen. We just boss. We be boss. You luck up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your skills. He's impressed. Oh, we've impressed our man. I know we've just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Yes! Step 1. He appreciates our brain. Hot diggity, Darwin. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points for that performance. Whoa. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. You impressed me. You got them all right. Yeah. Bruh. I'm kind of curious on how you could get them wrong, but It's okay. Colonel's looking at us and no one else, and that's what matters. Time for lunch. Wow. We did like a quick 10-minute pop quiz and now it's lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant that you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Yeah, looks alright. Looks alright. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Oh, it's Colonel with his chicken. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was like, nah, no student, no. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Yeah, look at him. He's taken the show. Hey, it's about lunch. Oh, he's gonna make us lunch. He's gonna make us lunch. But shut the fuck up, student. We don't care for student. We don't care for student. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. It's gonna be his famous chicken. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food the mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket over her head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Ah, freshly deep-fried chicken. Ah. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders had filled the bucket with chicken, a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. It's so very dramatic. Whoever wrote this has a flair for like dramaticness. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Oh, now I'm hungry for KFC. Yep, I think that's the point of the game. The game is just purely an ad for KFC. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve that perfect balance of flavor. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What do you think? Van? What, you think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshra! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone is laughing at his sick burn. No one's laughing at that sick burn. Where I live, KFC is like everywhere. I feel like KFC is like everywhere. Everywhere. Like, bruh, it's one of the biggest fast food chains. Like, it's going pretty far. You wait to see that zinger. The zinger. Yes, like the zinger burger. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. She wants our man. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelt something beautiful, and I know in that moment only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Oh, she threw Van under the bus. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh nah, that ain't happening. Not today. Oh please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take this. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and acts unimpressed. His little star. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. What a true gentleman. What a true gentleman indeed. You take one bite of the fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Okay. It's pretty good chicken, but not this good, you know? Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float restlessly. Follow your mind and meditate on this moment, trying to identify every flavor. Savor the moment, everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' heart. Swim towards light. Just die and head to the light. Let's identify every flavor. I think that would impress him the most. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Yeah. Salt will be one of them. Pepper, too obvious. Oregano, basil, maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be? Oh, fuck, it's blank. Of course it's blank. He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use blank. Wow. They couldn't just give us one herb. How? You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through space and time. I don't think anyone would have looked at you and been like, yes, she's on an interdimensional travel right there. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach him. We approach. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Okay, surely we come up with a zinger. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Ah, you have redeemed. Hydrate? Oh. Thank you. It's nice to know you care for my well-being. Okay. What does Colonel have to say? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Oh, no, we know one of the ingredients. We should just surprise him and tell him. Ha, how bold of you to come out and ask. It is... Oh, he walks around with a chicken staff too. That man, oh, look at him. So elegant. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Wow, it's as if he knows the future. It's just you and me talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'm willing to trade. Ooh, trading of secrets. Okay. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We have two more whole days to get to know each other. Oh, okay. That's a look at this stuff, like disgust. Oh, he's clearly not going to give up easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie. I'll give you that. Wow, what's moxie? Colonel Sanders looks both ways and makes sure you're truly alone, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient. But you can't tell. I use blank. It's something that my great-grandmother told me. Blank? Wow! I would never have guessed that. In fact, I'm not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And blank definitely isn't a flavor you tasted before. And now you've got your 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. Oh, okay, maybe the whole... It's not a dating simulator. It's just getting the recipe. We're a secret spy trying to get the recipe. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. Oh, we're super persistent. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come out here and look at the skill building. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, and you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure out now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength, wow him with the big idea, to add an additional ingredient that would really... No, I think trying to improve on his recipe might be an insult. We'll be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you got his attention. Oh, okay, we picked the right one, The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between the salty, savory, and peppery flavors, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Darwin. Yes! Yes! We've got this. It's going to snow tonight. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it'd be winter over there. Damn. I've never seen snow. That's just because I have never left Australia. I've never left, and it's hot down here, and it will never snow. Well, it snows down south, but yeah. Too far. I'm sure he'll be a big success. Okay, we're just egging him on. Go Sanders, go Sanders. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Ooh, we should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Okay, you step into a massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a sec. Oh no, we have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it? No. Our girl, she has it. You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans that you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Come students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Oh no! Naturally Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two. That is, you and me, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner? Oh, okay, he said yes. Yes, sure Darwin, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh no. No, Miriam. I'm sorry I left you. I'm sorry. Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, bzzzt. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you gotta pick for her. Friendly duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. She thought Pop was cute at the beginning, so should we pick Pop? Should we pick Pop? Yeah, she thought he was cute. Sorry, Clank. I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. Does she like that though? Did we do good by our girl? He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats. Oh no. I don't think she'll be impressed. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. Ah, fuck. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks like like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change her choice now. Oh, we did her dirty. We did her dirty. I'm sorry. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Okay, next time we're not gonna pick Pop, okay? I thought maybe she would like it because she thought he was cute when he couldn't open the door. Oh, alrighty, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. Okay. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea? Wow, okay. Which dish do you suggest to your partner? Okay, chicken. Nah, octopus, it'll bloke. Your grandma's mashed potato and gravy. You get mashed potato and gravy at KFC. I think that's what they want. Yeah, we got those hearts. I've always wanted something of a down home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, we've captured his heart. Day one, smashed it. He loves it. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Oh, Colonel! I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking the perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yes, of course we do. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my man. What about Van Van the man? He wants to be your man. He wants to be your man, Ashley. Did someone call for me? Exactly! See? You made the right choice of mashed potatoes and gravy. Yep. Just gotta keep the KFC references going. This music is so good though. Oh no. Jeez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Darwin's dream. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That's the deal, remember? But he wants to be your man. Colonel Sanders returns, armful of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Dun 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 dun. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are you working on a quartet? Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Darwin was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you'll be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Or, I don't think Colonel likes a complete suck-up. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you then. This thing that has positioned itself at your station. Surely he stands up for us, surely. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders. Hunks of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your favourite best friend, who always has your back. Oh no! But if we rely on him, maybe... Hunk of hunks in your time of need. Now we'll go to Miriam. We need our girl. We did her dirty, but maybe she'll forgive us. You turn to Miriam. As soon as she senses it and looks back. This girl in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Someone's threatening my friend. I will destroy them! She is best friend. She is best girl. Actually, I think that Ashley and Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust. Vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you're sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Darwin is my partner for today's activity. Oh, no! I picked the wrong decision. You look at Sprinkles and hopes he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn, those cute corgis and the short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps that you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Okay. We're a good chef. We got this. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hands. He holds a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Oh, look at us. Together, we had made something beautiful. Gravy flows down the mound of potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds the spork out to you. You reach out, grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Our two hands touch. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. That moment is electric, and time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift the heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, without thinking, no! You fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into her stupid, beautiful face. No! We should have ate it. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potato and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, darling. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, we both better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back over, covered in the dish, a covered dish in hand. Whoa! Okay. Oh, he made the octopus. Okay. Oh, and it's on an axe. Lovely presentation, actually. I'm liking. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce, placed upon a battle axe blade forged from my superior chef ancestors. You ignored me for too long. It ends now. It'll be I who will have the first bite, and you will look over with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and maybe turned into the process. The results could be toxic. Student dies. Okay, we don't care for him. It's too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh. He chucks a sheet on. I am now dead. I be ghost. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slapped up in Pop's mouth. Oh no! Pop winces in pain for a moment, and then almost immediately back into his oblivious self. Whoopsies! Oh, okay, he's fine. He's fine. Pop's okay. Tastes like poison. Fuck, he's indestructible. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. But the class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It appears that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite the obvious danger... Oh, okay. He can't die from poison. That's fine. Being keen to eat makes you invulnerable to poison. Okay. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Oh, okay. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. He's going to comfort us, okay? I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. Fuck yeah! What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands at the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want to know. They're not the great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Oh, the compliments. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Oh, Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Oh, yes, Darwin. There's something I need to... Nah, someone's going to interrupt. Yes, Van came. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord. What are you doing, Van? You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would become the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. Like, look at those muscles. So many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? Yeah, you can't prove that. He could have just died on his own. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? No one remembers his name, that's the point. Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. A spork monster is here to fight a hero. Oh, okay. Okay, where did this monster come from though? Oh, I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me? Just as I was laying down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I am a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is it just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further. It's a turn-based fight sequence. What? What will you do? I attack. You decide to go on the attack. But what attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I attack! It worked last time, right? Cook with love! Oh, won't forget it. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focus their mashed mind and draws in the energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I attack! With love again! With love! At this rate, this mess will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once more. Oh no! Spork Monster uses utensil. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Do I defend then? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Well, the only one we can. You gave us one option. You curl into a ball. I'm not cut out for this. Feeling vulnerable. No! Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain. Your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pop pie power pinch. Bam! Oh, we got a little chest action going there on that attack. It does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster's messed with the wrong chef. We attack! You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction! Oh, that hits a little too close to home. It does 10 damage. spook monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me. Ha ha! The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name has signed it was Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Oh no, it would be the student that died. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. Oh, he carried us. He carried us all the way back home. Aren't we special? He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it here without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Aww. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh, that's so cute. Everyone's riding chickens. You awaken on day 2. Okay, day 2 or 3. We've got this. Or maybe there's a special 4th day, you know? Who knows? But the course only goes for 3 days. In an attempt to process the wild visions you had, were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered. While tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday, you believe he really used blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably because he already trusts you so much. Oh, sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Yeah. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Pop. Yes! We didn't do her dirty yesterday! Yes! Good. Okay. I hooked, partnering them two up, that was good. Yes, go girl. Like him? Like. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him I like. Like him. We got talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. You know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? What? No wonder he's a colonel. Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wore the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. What is this game? This game is Dating Simulator 101, the best dating sim out there. It's us and Colonel Sanders all the way. We've got a man, and we will get that man. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it's best you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking Skill Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. We definitely slid into his little recipe book, you know? Ahaha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? I'm a hoe for some good chicken. So are we. So is everyone in this game, apparently. Except Van Van. Van Van wants to be the man for Ashley. So, yeah. He's the only one who's not impressed by Colonel Sanders, but everyone else, we're just like, we're a hoe for his chicken. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have no idea about how to prove your love is real. Ooh, okay. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her what you know, that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Yeah. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. Or she wants a secret ingredient. Well, not Ashley. Oh, Ashley's not getting Colonel. We want Ashley to end up with Van Van, because Van Van clearly wants her. And you know what? I don't know. He's a bit of an asshole, but as long as they don't interfere on our little love life story, I don't care. I don't care. They may as well be happy, as long as they don't involve me, you know? Who's Ashley? Oh, Ashley's the bitch in red. When you see her, you'll know who Ashley is. Trust me. Miriam. Okay, yes, we're alone. The secret ingredient, Miriam. Here, come closer. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. Wait, why did we change topic all of a sudden? This can't be good. This girl is a cutie. Yes, she's our best friend for life. She's adorable. He told me about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man gave me some to show me what he meant, and he said that it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me in the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked them, it was a really strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. Were they like shrooms or something? I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he'd love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone. Cocaine. It's definitely cocaine. It's definitely a little sus. It's definitely sus. It's very sus. Not definitely sus, it's very sus. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has come to know, came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Oh, he'll get mad if we tell his secret. He'll get mad. Oh, we'll have to make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. It sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining something, and you figure that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does a thumbs up typing on her phone. Can't quite see. That's probably not good. But before you can ask her to confirm she's definitely not texting the secrets to other people, you interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms fill the air. Oh, our man must be arriving again. Colonel has come back. He arrives on a fucking horse. Oh god, she's gonna kill someone if she's killed that. If she kills it, yeah. It's okay. Someone's already died. Someone died yesterday. Someone has to die today. Miriam can take it. It's fine. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a horse. Like a true prince. Stand back. Admire his glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on the rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. Oh my god, what a beautiful horse you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. What a flex. He's flexing hard. He also can manipulate the environment apparently. all those cherry blossom leaves every time he approaches. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Darwin's just really nervous around people they like. No! That's not helping! I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives a wink and a smile, as if to say situation handled. Can't blame her for trying. At least she tried. At least she tried. You redeemed the hydrate. Water's good. Water's good, guys. Make sure to hydrate as well, guys. We're in it together, you know? We're in it together. Poor Miriam. She tried. She tried. With that, Colonel Sanders disappeared into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. Ooh, hydrated or die. If that's our two options, I pick hydrate. Let's be hydrated, guys. Oh, but this is a bitch, Ashley. Look at her. Look at her and all her bitchiness. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Yeah, fuck Ashley. Fuck her trying to steal our man. I do like these chicken, I was going to say chicken thighs. The chicken stockings though. They're cute. Wow there, little one. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Oh, why don't you like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell him to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested, but really try to take a closer look. Ooh, let's see if we can sneak a little glance. Ashley be thick though. Oh, she be thick. Thick thighs. She's saving some lives. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a little bit like a magic spell. Oh no! They're using the Eye of Newt or something. However, she knows you're eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Fuck! Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. Okay, it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book. Just like the one you found when you encountered the spork monster. Oh, okay. It's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. Oh, can he even like hide something behind his back? His arms are so huge. Oh, so did our friend tell them? She lied to us. I don't know. Maybe she told. What, they had the book. That's a little bit of evil. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got pop pinned to the wall. Oh, okay. What the fuck? And they were tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them with his mouth. Oh no! Don't bully Miriam's boy! We're playing! No! Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of one more student. It's time for class. Beep beep! Hey Clank. Clank must be running late. He's such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Okay. Clank is also mad. That boy is 12. Apparently he's old enough to go to the Culinary Academy. So he must just look really young. He must look really young. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. And your mother was a strand mixer? Okay, they got Clank super mad. Oh my god, I love Clank. He's the true hero of the story, I reckon. Van Man jumps to attack Clank, and Clank shocks Van Man, sending him flying across the room. Oh, fuck. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Fuck, look at that stare. Ashley's tone was completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely, he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. He's a dog first. I hope you have a wonderful day, lady. Well, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Oh, hopefully everyone has a wonderful day. Nothing is more wonderful than trying to get Colonel Sanders' heart. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent this morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Yes, we got to pet the dog. Without further ado, we will review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. Oh, okay. You want to pay attention to this lesson? Truly, you do. Okay. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was chicken who first signed the name. No. But you can't help but to daydream about Colonel Sanders. And you miss most of the important parts. God damn, we be too thirsty. Too thirsty. When you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. We take the chicken. Hey, John. Well, oh no, what do we do? Naturally, it appears as a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Not a dog biscuit. A shimmering pepper? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. Oh no! I don't want to eat the dog biscuit though! The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! Ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death to fulfill your destiny. Ooh. All you must do is cough, cough. I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, you must... Okay. Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. Cough. To fulfill, cough, the prophecy. Ooh. You must. You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Oh, man. Oh, no. The dog is angry at us. The dog is angry. Oh, no, Sprinkles. You came to find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of... Oh no! Oh no! You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch! Ah, damn it. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting our time. Stand up and tell them you're on. You're on! Come on. A bit of lunchtime competition, hey? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with your fuels before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool! Good one, Van Van. I like your... Oh, no. No, he complimented us. Yes, okay. I like your gumption, Darwin. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles step in. Surely he'll stop this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports thing. A sportsing court? Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna make something. Okay. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, "Time already." That's what I'm talking about. Oh. I stand corrected. Okay. We gotta make something the Colonel will like. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Fuck, she has a little keychain on her knife. I will defeat you myself. Or you had his chicken. You made mashed potatoes and gravy on on day one. Now you're feeling like you can really impress him again. Okay, it's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, the time is running down. You're forced to pick randomly. Oh no! What temperature does water boil at? That's right. But how would you have gotten to the skill without knowing that? The winner gets to rub my furry belly. Yes! Yes, we get to pat the dog more if we win. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Okay. You'll need to get a seasoned chicken before you cook it, but you don't know Colonel Sasuru. Oh, but you have an idea. Okay. How many? 11. He used 11 herbs and spices, but at least you headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Oh, he's so keen for his pats. Now that you have some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What's the state of mind most common? What? Offers the most flavor. Trust! No! It's gratitude! No! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Damn it. Next question. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger, faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you're a child, you and your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice, drawing energy from that place. Ooh, now there's a great time to harness, so where does it come from? Deep down. Yes! I didn't even read all the options. Okay. That's right. This is your shot. You're not gonna miss it. Ooh! You try to shut the noise on the arena, focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence. That's right. When you taste your cooking, they will be taken with that. Oh my god. This is actually pretty intense. They're hyping it up. You know it's kind of sounds out the corner of your eye. I believe in you. I love you, Colonel. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome. Except knowing that he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. No. We don't have time for this. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonful of gravy would have taken a... What the fuck? Oh shit, I didn't even have time. You're stranded on dessert with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? You shouldn't be focused on the challenge. You're falling behind. No. That one. Wait, they're all about Colonel Sanders. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. Oh no, Colonel, what have you done to me? What have you done? At the next station over, Ashley has already began plating elements on her dish. It's colourful and complex. Fuck. Okay, we gotta bring it together. Oh my god. To make up time, you lost your biscuit dough. Oh god, I don't know, my nose is just dying. Okay, as you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Oh no, what have I done? You know, I love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes it means sacrificing a personal touch. Oh no, you might not have any hands, but Darwin does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing it the easy way. You hear everyone talking and you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mixer and rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Oh no, what have we done? Oh my god, how the fuck have we gotten to this point? What's happened to our hands? He shakes his head in shame. How did we get this bad? What you often find is the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stops what they're doing, the battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hands, you can't go on. Aw, too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Sure makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Darwin's injury. You see Sprinkles beginning to lick his dirty chops as he locks onto that dish. But I suppose I should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. And under the white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavours. Okay. I was going to ask Darwin to do the honour, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Oh my god, how did we fuck up so bad? Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. He pours the hot chocolate sauce on the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you find a delicate fried cheese. What the fuck? Fried cheese. Okay, on top of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, a pearl blueberry. Whoa, fuck. Okay, she went ham. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places the sauce-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internal layers erased. Oh no. Oh no. I think we'll just internalize it for now. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames... What the fuck? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried eyebrows, you run to the quad to be alone. No! Oh, we fucked up so bad on day 2. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. With Colonel Sanders, he's probably here to tell you that him and Ashley are in love and decide to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Oh my god, how did he fuck up? You try to hide from him and he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but also the run-in with the mixer and that small fire. You should get checked out. Oh no. I'm fine. Can't you leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed anything before? Oh, okay. He's being inspiring. That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome. Successful. Motivated. He knows he's handsome and he's not gonna back down from it. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths. Arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed. Okay. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about life stuff, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Oh, poor mules. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-cut beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. It sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then, and that I was going to amount to something, no matter the hours, labor, or money, that would deter me from giving the best that I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed focus, you can see something ignite inside him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Oh, I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to an entire world and make up for my past of misdeeds. Yay! And Pop's just suddenly there. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Oh, it's a spork monster. Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? It's weird that they only attack when me and him are together. I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we've already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge him. And you are stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why'd you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. Oh, we're gonna hit them with our ultimate attacks, and it'll be done. Just like that, we beat Borko pretty easy. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think we'll have much chance. Not to mention, I feel guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Darwin is saying is that can't we just be friends? Life is too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need a fight. It's just, I've got pointy teeth and claws. All the better for tasting foods. Surely you'd like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Yes. Inspiration strikes, and you come up with a quick idea. Let's make him some food. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's mouth, and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua. I was a chihuahua, but the same thing. But I'm still a student at the school, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find a book, I beg you, respect it. Okay, we will respect the book we have. We will respect a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark, evil magic. No, I should not be protecting the innocent from those who will cheat them through sorcery. Okay. Ashley and Ban Ban are gonna do something horrible, but we will protect that person. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchens of life. Darwin, together, I'm sure we will defeat them. Yes, we will do it together, Colonel. Together. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Ooh, okay, he's inviting us over. A personal invitation. I can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. It sounds like you're about to find out. Ooh, okay. Nice chicken statue. Yeah, fried chicken. Egypt, okay. He's a man of culture. Stepping inside Colonel Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, to never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a little side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. I mean, it's to be paired with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Like his fried chicken! Okay. Now that you got him right where you want him, you should reveal your new creation to him. Or, no, reveal it. You decide that you're ready, as you'll ever be, to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you, will it be like coleslaw or something? Yes, coleslaw! Of course. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent. Together, you chow down on creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Oh my god! Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire the taste later and think back on this moment. Oh, okay. Our cooking was that good. That good, guys. That good. I could offer to make him more, but it seems like he's a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? We got him where we want him. We got him in the bag. Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now that would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items. As you look closer at, each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Yes, an adorable little baby. He crawls across the floor. From a goatee and mustache combination he sports, you figure it must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's a drumstick, then he seems to be running around like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Probably some kind of person who just make their own face the logo of a company they founded. Am I right? Okay. What's this? Kentucky. One of the frame photos shows an old man who looks a bit like the Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheering them. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap on items. He went to Egypt! Yes, Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting pyramids of Egypt. Maybe there's a way he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Tap on more oh, we got so much more. It's a scented candle. It's a power tool. Fresh starched collar. Okay, piece of wood floating in the lake. Summer of 69. No, it's one of the secret recipes. It's... Oh, okay. We've got a comb. Oh, okay. That's a bit weird. We don't really need to snoop that deep into his life. Chicken! Chicken! You notice it's a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the top of the table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real. Taxidermy! It must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird, the great state of Kentucky." Wow! Colonel Sanders travelled around the world. It seems like it. He went to Egypt. We'll look at this one. Oh, it's a safe. Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn... What? How do we know that it's 11/11/11? Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? No, it can't. Okay, we're going. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? No! He better not have caught us with his freaking jacket on. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Fuck! He saw the jacket! I don't usually lean those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, no! You forgot to take it off. You decide now the moment to make the move. You tell him you're cold, you fess up and tell the truth. No, we make the move. Oh, okay. Oh, not that we blame you for trying, but still. Oh no! No! Why did we get game over? That's... Okay, do we go back to the exact same moment? Oh no! Okay, we're gonna skip a bit. Meow, meow. Can we go back to the scene? I want to go back to the exact scene. Okay, we can just hold it down. It's a spork monster. Okay, we're going. Yeah, we done this. Yep. Don't kill the monster. Eat food. Be friends. Yeah, okay. We'll reveal it. He gets all sentimental. Whoop, 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 whoop. God damn. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay, we got another recipe. His white hair's a little creepy. Chicken. Chicken. Oh, the leg. Oh, shit. Whoa. Oh, I shouldn't have skipped this. I should not have skipped this. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of Shun is swept under. Oh no. I probably shouldn't have skipped that. I don't think the dead student matters too much. He wasn't even given a name. How important could he be? Yes. Okay, now we get to the jacket part. Okay. You're wearing his jacket. It does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. I don't want to tell him that we were snooping. Do I tell him I was really cold? Yeah. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Yes! And scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Darwin. I honestly think this may be a beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Fuck yeah! The chicken riding people are back. Okay. You awaken the oh no, we're still at his home? Ooh, scandalous. Scandalous indeed. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time can truly tell. Today is a day that could change your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you learn about. The third blank. Yeah. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is secret, how would they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Ooh, oh, it's just chicken. Chicken and that thing again. It's hydration time, is it not? Oh. Okay. I'm really starting to think that the thing this game calls a biscuit is really just a scone. It does seem like it. It's meticulous. You've tasted Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask an important question, okay? So what would you say? Oh, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh, okay. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest cookery? Take him, flatter him. Oh, we'll flatter. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Oh, we're here for you, boy. We're here. Business partner. Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quick. Overcome with emotion, confused by your own feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Oh, we just left. There's still one day left of school after all. The University of Cooking Skill Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Hey, she been doing some progress too. I've been desperate to talk to you about it and I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you. It's okay, but now it turns out you're fine. I can get you all up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you'd be better to harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house and things quickly spiraled out of control. Shush house? As if that's a thing people just say. What is that even referring to? Now I'm not even sure where we stand. What? You don't even give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. Scandalous! You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam offers support to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrived at school, you encountered your rival in the quad. You can tell from a distance as they're picking up Pop, though he himself might not grasp that fact. Pop is just a happy guy, because you know he's Pop. He doesn't know what's happening. What's a swirly? That sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. Yeah, there is no one as big as Van Van. Like, oh, he's huge. There is that horse Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? You got some nerve suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Whoa, now you're twisting my words. I won't have it. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Oh, okay. It doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrived just as the piercings are getting close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Darwin, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. No, your nails should be clipped. As a chef, they should be all prim and proper. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Oh, okay, we're the jealous type apparently. But what about the flavour of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Darwin? I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. No! Why? Why are we doing this? Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of foods. I see you inside, Darwin. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself on how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Wow, what's that book? It looks like bad news. Oh, it is bad news. We just still have it for some reason. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful? She has a point. I think one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here, that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. I could scrub out Colonel Sanders. It would probably help me focus better on my upcoming final exam. No! That's way too drastic. Couldn't you just do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic. Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine. It is drastic. Okay. But desperate times calls for desperate measures. You got... We don't have any control over this. Oh no. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. And a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice and makes a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His little cute nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Wait to see. He must be hungry. No. Sprinkles stops back, he focuses on the window, and the room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkle turns feral and runs into the window. No, we should have gave him some homework. I told you never to come back, Terrence. I would destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking furiously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't have anything back. I wonder if that's even a talking squirrel. Who named him Terrence? Yeah, who looks at a squirrel and he's like, Terrence. You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but by any other squirrel hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for that outburst. It actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Don, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before he can go any further, Miriam love drama spills over into the class. Oh no, I told you to save it after class, but I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. How could you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. Oh my god. That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble, I got yelled out by Pop's mum. He blames me for him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you mean by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. Oh no, the drama. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. It turns out, oh no. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. It must taste good if he's gotten into the school. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition, showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. I'll see you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Yes! Miriam! Are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Wow, very specific. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is it's a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even though the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. You and me, we're going to cruise through this final test. Hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or the whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone who shows a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Oh, we've cheered her up. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a special soup. Oh, okay. I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it. While you were prep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea on how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off Man and the supposed Man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test you received. The quick recipe you've been working on, Darwin's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish come second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. And he brings all the soccer pedals into the kitchen. What are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, and I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard stuck when the oven time goes up behind you. Fess up about your practice dish. Yep, no point lying. Oh, okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, and you'll expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Of course. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With all butter crust. Oh, okay, he's got it down packed. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it's probably starting burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There's no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you got. You stepped up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decided that mac and cheese plus a pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big doing small. Colonel Sanders seems to have harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in this room starts out at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. It's like an episode of Food Wars. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Basta Blaster. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops up open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Yeah! That sums her up perfectly. Even Clank gets into it. $5 pressure point chicken cooking technique. Oh, wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliances uprisings will take us all. No! Fairman quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you know that Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win either. Should you take the opportunity to fight magic against magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Because do you know what happened when we did it the easy way last time? We got our hands in a stupid friggin' machine. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink across the room. He noticed. I believe in you. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you since we were little kids, because you're my best friend forever. That's so sweet. I turn to notice Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. No, Miriam, I'll do it myself. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient! No! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swell in the air, bubbling up. No! Oh, is this what happens when we lie? Bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had a day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sure. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster knows that you got a grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Oh lord. Oh no. Yeah, I guess. You guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was a little spork pup, back in the old country, you can feel the spork monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where it came from, but it seems like it's probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School when I'd fallen asleep during a scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you tossed a serious stare at Steve and he takes a hint. Yes, Steve, I'm sorry, you must leave. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. No. Summon extra power deep down within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing our entire lives for. Yes, Darwin, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you have summoned immediately fades back out. You've interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing this entire lives for this moment. I shall show the world of my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up your chicken pot... Oh my god, no! Your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Oh my god.
Sorry, can I interrupt briefly?
Okay, what's happening?
So I've been struggling to get the chocolate to temper properly.
Oh yeah?
I
You've been making
put
chocolate?
a metal bowl in the microwave briefly. I realised after doing it for a little bit that's a bad idea. Nothing went wrong.
Oh my god. Okay.
I've stirred it. I've put the metal
Story
bowl back
time.
down.
Yep.
I go over to the metal bowl. I'm like, the chocolate's really hard. What the fuck? The chocolate fucking tempered.
Okay.
I've been trying for like an hour and a half to temper this thing properly, and I do it the wrong way accidentally once, and it immediately tempers, and I didn't have time to pour it in anyway.
Okay. I'm just like.
Ignore the metal part.
Yeah. Story time. Luke's trying to cook chocolate for some reason. It's Valentine's Day, so it's like, I'm gonna cook chocolate from scratch. And he put a metal bowl in the microwave. Story time. Okay. And we've burnt our chicken pot pie, of course, and it can't be served. Oh, we fucked up. Don't worry, dear Darwin. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Do we pull out a coleslaw? Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today. I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet, rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. Oh, okay. Gosh darn. Yeah, I know. I know. It's a day. It's still a good day. It's a day though. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up. You need to do it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been really my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's moment that everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Aww, he's still being bullied. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Man have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Oh my god. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeming he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank that UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks? Clank? Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature well, beep, or some other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made... Oh my god, that is so fucking cute. Tender udon noodle in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate, and the teeny tiny Naruto-maki. I spy a flow to its itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs out the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Bruh, it'd be all gone. Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with so much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you for helping me to believe in myself. Aw. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an oh my god, urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different coloured type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close to account for all the spikes. He begins to pour at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Sprinkles had enough. He's like, nah, I can't fucking eat this shit. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue. Oh, youch. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keepeth poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would have been difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount sympathy? Okay. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom turkey delight in a light rose water syrup, topped with French, meringue, and connected by sugar glass. Wow, that's really elaborate. That looks so cute. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and is meant to be a display piece. Don't eat food at a cooking school? What? Got toast in your ears or something, Darwin? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would have gone to College of Eating, cooking school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley as she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you hear of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders is the final cooks step up together. 2 chefs? Oh my god. What begins as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in the kitchen, you give me this thing! And completely blow me away. I have 49 dog years of life. I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. A new menu item so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you're indeed an excellent chef. Oh, look at the defeat in their eyes. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete, the school 3 days is complete, and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get the groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of a school graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh. You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but was also a renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting their wrongs they did while they were villains. Oh my god. The skin, Van Van, the skin. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting? No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. What? Was he just creeping outside of Colonel Sanders' house? That's really creepy. And now that everyone is together, the Spork Monster, he finally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on, I prefer that everyone refers to me as my new name, Party Monster. Students try to finish what they had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Oh look, she's so cute! Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. The red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Of course, it has to be the Colonel. It's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had mailed it directly to your father. We figured it's the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we got a new wing on the school too, not to mention in honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of what the fuck is that? Such a Dutch. Miriam, would you like to be my Lady King? What an incredible turn of events, and offer to join the royal family? It's like a dream come true. You get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop. I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist! So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. Wow, he took that easy. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? Actually, I feel as though I knew the whole time. Now that I've learnt the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Ah! The cherry blossom petals. Once more. Howdy, classmates. Wow, he can dress casual too. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Wait, he stole our coleslaw and our grandma's potatoes? I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken, and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Oh wait, I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Wow. Wow, an ad right at the end? The end? No, it's not the end. Come on, we have to get the confirmation that we won his heart. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting on the edge of the dance floor. What are you doing, sitting all alone? Oh, it's a hold, no one put babies in the corner? Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualifications you would expect to find on such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, a degree from the University of Cooking Skill Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend together with you, Darwin. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stopped dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will run your restaurants? Who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time here at school, do you really think running a restaurant is the best path forward? Could it be? Could you found a love connection but fail to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I can enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. He stole our fucking coleslaw recipe though. How are we not good enough to be his business partner? The end. Okay, we won his heart. That's all we needed. We won his heart at least. My god. Wow, they put so much time into like the character design, so. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Wow, okay, here we go. Bam. We're done. We are done. Oh hell yeah. Okay, clearly we could have gotten a slightly better ending. But you know what? It's okay. The man's gotta work. He can go work. We'll do our own thing. But at least we won his heart in the end. And that's all that matters, you know? We got there. That's all that really matters. If you made it this far, thank you so much. You may as well leave a like and subscribe, of course. If you want to check out what we are currently playing, I'll leave a little link in the description down below, as well as all of my social media if you want to go check that out as well. But hopefully we'll see you here next week, same place, same time, with the Dunkin' Run Bar season finale. But with that all said and done, my dudes, bye-bye!